What's up, guys? So we bought a 2023 Subaru Onyx XT. Figured I'm already sitting inside, so we'll give a little overview of the inside. We traded in our 2020 Outback Premium for this guy. They did change the infotainment a little bit, so now instead of having to go to your climate menu, your heated seats are right here. That was a huge gripe of mine. Every time you got in here, you had to go into your AC menu and then to turn your heated seats, which was kind of dumb. This also has wireless CarPlay now, which is super nice. It's pretty responsive and pretty quick. The infotainment system is a little bit quicker than it used to be. This one came with a wireless charging pad for your phone, but with our cases that we use for motorcycles, we really don't use it. It also comes with this nice green stitching everywhere. And the seat material, so we didn't want leather. Not a fan of it with the dogs and everything. And this was similar material that you can get in the wilderness. It's not leather, StarTech I think it's called. Super nice. It did come with the all-weather mats, but I just left these in for now until winter time. And this also comes with the front view camera, kind of like the wilderness. Other than that, and they did change this, so now you have your info buttons here, up there where you toggle through your info. It used to be down here and you had little buttons, so what they did was they moved the volume button from here to here for your radio volume. Everything else is kind of the same. As far as the eyesight, they did change the eyesight. Before there used to be a gap here where you could get a bunch of crap in there. They kind of smoothed this out and allowed you to do a window drop, so we did a little window drop here. And then as for the back, this one comes with climate vents here as well as heated seats for the doggies when it's cold. However, we found our first issue today. Look under here, you'll see these water droplets. Let's see if I can get my phone there. Right there. Obviously it's just condensation that's building up inside the airbox, but not something you should be having on a brand new $40-something thousand car. So on the outside, naturally what we had to do was get the rock box. I went with the gray, and these are the same ones that fit all the modern Outbacks, so the 2023 redesign had no effect on these. Came with some nice black wheels. Obviously under the hood, a little bit different with the XT. The K&N filter drops right into the airbox. The airbox didn't change, so if you have a filter from a previous gen or your previous non-turbo Outback, it works. They did change the lights, so they got rid of the little eyebrow DRL, and instead the headlights just come on for a DRL. There is a little bit of accent lighting in here, but you really can't see it. These headlights are much better than the ones on the older versions of the Outbacks. They also move, but the brightness is much better, as well as the new fog lights. Overall, the front end of the car is a lot more meaner. Looks a little bit better, a little in person. Wasn't a fan of black and wasn't a fan of white anymore, so we figured we'd get this gray color, keep it a little bit easier to get clean. Around the back side, obviously you still have your proximity thing. The key's inside, so it's not going to work. What I do like, what they did was they added a light here, which is extremely useful for loading and unloading. The older ones had one over here. As you can see, it's a little messy. So this one opted for the mats on the back of the seat, so when you fold everything down, everything's good. One cool thing about the Onyx is it also comes with a full-size spare that's in under here. So it comes with a full rim and full-size spare, which is awesome, so we don't have to worry about donuts anymore. The main reason why we got rid of the 2020 was because within 30,000 miles, we went through 2 CVT transmissions, 2 wheel bearings, an alignment, a set of tires, and a muffler. So that car, I think, was a lemon car, first year production. So we're going to be driving a lot more, so I figured we'll get this one, and we opted for the 100,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. So obviously that'll make things a little bit easier and more dependable. Also, I did install the screen protector here. I'm not a huge fan of it. As it gets hot, it kind of starts peeling up on the edges. But we'll do a little pull here and show you what the turbo does. Alright, so I'm just going to roll on the highway here. I'm not going to be in manual mode or anything, just let it shift. About 20 miles an hour and just floor it. can see, it's definitely a little bit quicker than the non-turbo, obviously. The main reason we wanted this one with the XT was because it comes with the better transmission and the engine's a little bit supposedly more reliable. For city driving, we're averaging, as you can see, is about 20.9 miles a gallon and a 500-mile trip. When we did a highway trip, it was about 300 miles. We actually averaged around 27 to 28 miles a gallon, doing 80 miles an hour up and down the mountains. So it's not that much worse for MPG as the non-turbo version, surprisingly, with how much power it has. I did try to run E15, which you're allowed to run in the turbos, and I lost about 2 miles a gallon on a 100-mile trip that I did. So for now, I'm just going to stick to 87, which is fine for what the manual says. Overall, the comfort and the quality of this car does feel pretty good, other than the little condenser leak, but we'll get that addressed, and as we drive the car more, I'll give you another update. So far, pretty happy with this little guy.